When everyone folds, your fort still holds your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your light.
Right, here we are, parked down in our usual place next to Llyn the Ogwen Valley. It's about just about 8 o'clock. Just heading off now at the west sides of Tryfan. So this is a little bit of a different route today. We wouldn't normally come this way because it's very, very steep slog up here. But we're heading towards a Gribin, which is the one that goes to Glyder Fawr. So we did the Snowdon one yesterday. And to get there, we could go to Ogwen Cottage that way, or take the path up that's the next lay-by. Follow the paths up to Gribin. But we're going to try this. We're going to go straight up here to this gap below Tryfan. So that's the Tryfan North Tower, I think. And we want to have a look at things like Y Gully and stuff that are up there. Just out of interest, really. We're not going to do them. They're grade 2s. Way too much for Pippin to be taken onto. But yeah, it's just out of interest. And then hopefully once we get up there, we'll cross to there's a little lake. I'll check the name of it. At the bottom of it's actually the route we're going is the false Gribin. It's called that, but it is actually the continuation of the Gribin Ridge. Right, the ground's levelled off a little bit after a real steep section from the road. We can see where we're going now, which is up to that the gap between Tryfan and that double rock outcrop. Well, we're getting up there. It's the rock outcrop's getting closer. It's a long slog of a path, quite loose. You can see what we've come up. We've come up the side of that stream bed. Right, there we are. We've come up there. We're at the side of this rock outcrop that we saw from below. Nearly, well, I say nearly at the top. It's not too far to go, and that's the west side now of Tryfan. Again, I'm never quite sure of these gullies and stuff, but I think Y Gully's up here. We'll see as we get further up. We're just following this little scrappy path, very steep and very loose. I've got a herd of goats. Pippin, come here. Oh, there they go, going up the side of the Tryfan. Yeah, so the goat herd has disappeared off into one of those gullies along there, I think. But we're sitting here opposite Y Gully. I'm sure that is Y Gully. You can see a sort of Y shape to it, and it matches the photos in the book anyway, the Scrambles book. So yeah, that heads up to the top of the North Tower. But we're just going to keep on going up the side here. Right, so we've just come up the top of this big gully now. We've got Tryfan west side there, and this is the top of the rock outcrop we can see from the bottom. Penarolwyn on the other side. And we're just going across now. We've got huge views. Look down onto this rock. So yeah, we're looking there. I'm pretty sure it's a garn across the way. Linidwell, Ogwen Cottage down in the valley. Superb view from here, and we can see the little lake now in front of us is Llyn Bochlywyd, if I'm pronouncing that right, we'll see. And the ridge straight up from it on the left, that's the false Gribin, and it goes up and joins the Gribin ridge at the top up onto Glyder Fawr. The way we came back, I think the last time when we did Senior's Gully and Senior's Ridge, we came back over that ridge, but then followed the main path down. You can see the main ridge line in front of us. So we're going to try and work our way now somewhere, because there aren't any real paths, so I'm tempted to just keep on working around the side of here now, and then try to drop down to meet the path that comes from Tryfan, I think. We're just steadily working up a tiny little track here. Basically, Tryfan summit is just that way. We're sort of height-wise about 100 and something metres off it, and the south summit is just over here. But we're on this bit of a boulder field scree. Not sure at all where this path goes, or whether there's any easy route now down to where I was going. But I'm just going to follow it, just out of interest, really, to see where we end up. I just come down from this scree here. There's an obvious sort of a rough gully, not a proper gully, just a rough gully there, and the path, and come across the fact that there's laid stones path on here. So yeah, it's clearly a route up to the top. I think it comes, if you follow that up, I think it comes to the west side of Tryfan summit. I've never seen it described though as a route up, so I will have another look. So we can see straight ahead of us there, if I just put things, that's where we were last week, this bristly ridge. Right, so we just come down this bit here, so we've taken the decision to come down and join one of the paths down here, so that we can get over to at Llyn Bochlywyd and the ridge. So we're just going to work our way down here, help with a pole. And that's the route we've just come down. So we've come into this area here, looks like there's been a little bit of a landslip. It's been washed down, and still heading now across to, in front of us we can see the lake and the ridge going up. There we are, we've come up to the lake, and this is the path that goes over to Tryfan. So straight in front of us, there it is. That's the Gribin, and this ridge down false Gribin. And we're going to try to find our way now around the outside of the lake. Let's have a look. Oh, this is the start of the scramble. Actually, the official start was down the bottom there, but we've got Tryfan behind us. Yeah, so that's the top of the false Gribin Ridge, or the actual continuation of the Gribin Ridge, which we skirted around a little bit because we didn't want to go too close to the cliffs. Got Tryfan behind and Bristly Ridge. Glyder Fawr right in front of us. And now we can move up and see the Gribin Ridge itself right in front of us, and you know, the official route goes really straight up the crest of that, alongside the cliffs and the drops. So we're not going to do that, especially not with Pippin, so we're going to avoid that and skirt around a little bit. There's paths around the outside of it, so we can take the path to the right and then up onto the top and up onto Glyder Fawr. So the little path that we came down last time is just over to the right, and this would normally be the scrambling route up. Yeah, so we're on the Gribin, we're on the right side of it, but it's really scrappy, really tricky to find paths on here. I did this last time coming down. I just met a group of 4 who were coming probably the same route as I was last week, and they had come down the same slope to join this path. So all I'm doing now is seeing if I can find the right route up. Pippin's enjoying it. What are you doing? I think we sorted out where the path is now. So it comes down there from the left hand side. I remember doing this, and the problem is that you end up walking along here, going straight on. Right, so that's we managed to find our way up through a sort of higgledy-piggledy paths. It's interesting rocks here to remember as well. But the main scrambling route is the one that goes over here. But there are some pretty big cliffs and drops on that side. Going to make our way over to the to Glyder Fawr now. Come on, Pippin. Yep. Here we are at these incredible shaped rocks again. So we're just coming across that the rocky landscape, which is incredible here. And it's like this all the way around. You can see the way all the rocks are just jutting out It's like another world, really, you know, it's like a moon or something. Yeah, Glyder Fawr summit. Time for summit sausages. Right, we're going to work our way down from Glyder Fawr. So, we follow this path now, head down to the notorious scree slopes. And then we're going to go down the path I've done before, past Devil's Kitchen and around the lake, Lynidwell, sorry, and then back to the Ogwen Valley. There's Pippin. I've taken this harness off. He doesn't think he's going to need it anymore, so he might as well take it off for the descent down, and I'll put it back onto him when we get near the roads. Right, well, we just come down the scree slopes and nearly at the bottom. The lake is there. We've got a garn right in front of us, and just over to the right in front of us now is Devil's Kitchen. Yeah, just coming down the path now, sort of rocky path to away from the wall down towards Devil's Kitchen. There's Devil's Kitchen in there, we'll see in a minute. Yeah, so this is the Devil's Kitchen. Hardly any water coming down at the moment. I've seen it much fuller than this. That's looking back up. There's Devil's Kitchen there, and we've got the path down, and we're going to go back this way on this path. There is another path on the other side of the lake, Lynidwell, but we're going to take this one. It's okay. We've got what they call the slabs, the Idwell slabs there in front of us. Just behind that is Senior's Gully that we did a few weeks back. That's the little slabs, so I can see some rock climbers on there at the moment. Come on. Right, so we've just come back down from Devil's Kitchen there, and that's the path. And it normally goes down to Ogwen Cottage, which is just down over the rise there. I've just seen somebody coming up this path, which is the Cambrian Way. And I'm pretty sure, because they had a dog with them and they've just done Tryfan, that they must be parked around about where I am. So I'm intrigued now that there might be a path or a way of crossing over to the path that goes to the lake from the car parks. So I'm going to have a little look and see if I can find it as an alternative way back. Better than walking along the main road. Yeah, I've come off the Cambrian Way path, and there is a little path of sorts that Pippin is silly. Come on. Come on. Got Tryfan to the right. Yeah, it looks like this path goes down to the road, the car park, and you can see where I'm parked, just up the road there.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds. You're placing your bet, showing no regret.